on the campaign trail Sunday in New Hampshire. Take a look at this.
Okay, hey, this is not a Trump rally. Okay. Oh. All right, I agree with you, man. I agree. Nice talking to you. This is a democracy. Well, I hope it does. I hope it does. Let her go.
Quid pro quo Joe, they were shouting, and a few other things you may have noticed.
Getting harassed.
Biden floundering.
He's getting harassed. He's losing his phone. He's getting asthma.
But he still thinks he's above the law, claiming he would
I think we're running for
refuse to
president.
comply with an impeachment subpoena issued by the U.S. Senate.
I think we're running for president. I mean,
to walk back those remarks. Remember, Biden is
man.
admitting to a quid pro quo
Right.
in Ukraine, admitting to leveraging U.S. taxpayer dollars to get a prosecutor fired who just happened to be investigating Burisma Holdings and his zero experience on Biden. And tonight it gets even worse for the Biden business. That's what we're calling it, because according to a new report from the Daily Caller, the IRS actually placed a lien on over $100,000 in unpaid taxes.
Running for president to wash out the cancel out of debt.
Taking in a bunch of money, the grifter he is, and he won't even pay his taxes. The evidence is so damning that even
almost like
partners in the media mob are beginning to admit this looks like a political disaster. Take a look.
And he needs to have tight, consistent answers that are logical, not defensive, not emotional. This is going to continue coming up. He needs to know how to deal with it because it's not going away.
But frankly, it does stink that Hunter Biden got this contract with no expertise in the energy sector, and he's already said basically that money, which was significant.
Green screen's on a replay. I'm thinking to myself on facilitations on doubt. I'm thinking to myself I'm like, I already run for president to cancel out your debt. Run for president, that's kind of walking out of a contract. I'm not walking out of a contract on that. Not walking into danger.
Fox News contributors,
And back over again.
Gentlemen, great to see you.
With doubt. Let's just say with doubt.
Of course, as we showed it on the screen, was heckled as quid pro.
I just like to reiterate what I said earlier, which is I had to be a refresher.
How much of this?
But you give it a second version of interpretation of what it is, the news, if you DVR'd it, and then you say,
as more evidence of impropriety drops, as
I think that eventually,
I think it's problematic for
that
more so than what Hunter
being problematic, quadratic, quadratic equation is it's what do you call it? It's that cliche, don't make things worse than it already is, and stuff like that, you know what I mean? But then in his case, in terms of the martial law, it's anything can and will get worse, and it will, if he thinks it up. And stuff like that. But it's not so much the thing. It's not so much the and that's it. You let it sink in, right? Yeah, that's true. Yeah, that's true. Even the president, before the president, Obama president, say you don't have to do this, Joe. It'd be this is what he said. You know what I'm saying? How was his mouth, right?
Well, that's clueless. We had in baseball.
And I think that I wouldn't be
you're in trouble when even a CNN anchor begins to say, "Gee, this stinks," and some CNN commentators, including a Democratic
I
strategists
don't know.
start saying, you know, Joe Biden's got to give better answers than these.
But what do you call it? If he wanted to cancel out his debt, I don't know what that is. Now, if you apply that in a personal level, like, oh, well, you know what I mean, your credit's not that great, you walk out of contracts and stuff like that. My credit's been bad since, like, I mean, the analogy, there is if you say arbitrarily say, oh, well, you have bad credit, right? Yeah, well, you know, I mean, what am I supposed to say? You know what I mean? Okay, I sit up here, I feel like straight, you know what I mean? Okay? I mean, you know what? It's like a lot, everybody's in debt. The nation's in debt. This is the $30 trillion debt in the United States. The United States is not going to have a surplus and say, hey, let's go buy a couple tanks, you know what I mean? And stuff like that, you know? It's just always going to be, you know, you're always going to spend money on something that you need at the present time. You're going to fit in what Pavlov's theory fits in. You're like, I need to buy pet food, I need to buy this, and barely have enough to feed yourself, or barely have enough to, you know, have leisure, if you will, you know what I mean? And feeding myself is leisure to me, I mean, and stuff like that, but, you know, I'd rather not sleep in the rain.
Governor, what about that? I mean, clearly,
and so, you know, with the doubt of what it is in the second versions, quadratics of what it is, and something like that. Not the quadratics, I just said that. The quadratics. I said doubts of the second version of the second version, the second editions. And so, given, right, arbitrarily, you'd have to say, I arbitrarily just have to say it was maybe a mistake, and now it's just it's whirlpooling. It's like, you know, what do you call that? Whirlpooling into like into a worse and worse situation, and stuff like that, and so. I wouldn't go ahead and label a president candidate like, oh, you know, he's doomed into unsuccess, right? Yeah, because I'm not going to say all that. But I'm going to sit up here and not have the authority to not write cartoons, political cartoons, where these people ridicule the presidential candidates, even presidents themselves, and say they have a freedom of speech, and I don't have a freedom of speech or expression, and some of that other. So, if that's my opinion, and, you know, I just feel like...
Hey, Dan, the media, though, loves to cover up for the guy.